Oklahoma beating the mighty Michigan. Should we just go ahead and give John Mateer the Heisman now? Is this enough proof for all the doubters out there about Oklahoma joining the SEC can't play football? Check out more. We're going to talk about it right now on this week's episode of the Water Boys College Football Show. Welcome to another episode of the Water Boys College Football Show with Steve Joe here on the mic. We got Jet in the house this evening and our boy Strez, and Oklahoma last week putting it on the mighty Michigan Wolverines.
Thank you.
I know all the Ohio State fans out there definitely love that.
Yep, I said boomer for more times than I'm willing to admit. I'll be honest.
If we could just, go ahead and give like a stud, a freak award, just a dude award, I'd be happy right now after the first 2 weeks just giving it to John Mateer. He just seems like just such a great quarterback for that program, leading his team. They had a terrific game in week 2. I bet our boy Aaron, who's not with us on this episode, he's dealing with some health stuff. Y'all say a prayer up for him. But I bet he was over the moon after that game, especially some of the Ohio State fans. Guys, what do you think? Is it too early to say John Mateer should be in the running for a Heisman Trophy?
It's a 3-man race, in my opinion, and Mateer right now is on top of that hill.
He's got to be in the lead.
It's got to be. I mean, Nussmeier's had some solid games, but the stats on what he's been doing compared to Mateer do not even look the same. It's just different. Same thing with Lenore Sellers. I think Lenore Sellers played well. Good case. But again, John Mateer is quite literally running away with this award so far. And it's early, but I mean, goodness, like it's becoming every single week. It's the John Mateer show, and we are all witnesses.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I said it last week on maybe it was last week or the week before, where we were talking about John Mateer having like next level swag. He's like, he was my dark horse for the Heisman, but now he's like, I don't know what's the opposite of the dark horse. Favorite light horse. I don't even know what you want to call it, but it's got to be
neon horse,
like bright glowing neon horse. Everyone in the entire country can see this thing because he is fantastic. I mean, he had 270 against Michigan, 74 on the ground, 2 touchdowns rushing, 1 passing. Just never looked out of sync, never looked confused, never looked like he was lost. Made the right play time in and time out. I mean, he had the 1 interception, but when you throw the ball 34 times, you're probably going to throw 1 interception. So it was a fantastic game all around for John Mateer. And if he continues this play, I know the OU's got one of the toughest schedules in the country this year, but if he continues playing at this rate and that defense keeps doing what they're doing, the Sooners are going to be a problem. And the Heisman will absolutely be going back to Norman, Oklahoma, where it was for 4 years straight, 3 years straight.
Yeah.
So there's no doubt in my mind that it's John Mateer's award to lose right now.
And we're coining it Swag Tier, baby. It's Swag Tier season.
Swag Tier. How much confidence do you think that gives him and the whole football team, week 2, beating Michigan, going into Temple this coming weekend? And it ain't like it gets a lot easier. Oklahoma has one of the hardest football schedules this year because after Temple, they've got Auburn coming up, Kent State, then Texas, South Carolina, Ole Miss. Like the rest of the year,
the way they finish is crazy.
Yeah. It is insane. It's Texas, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri. Then they end it with LSU. I mean, way to get some momentum going. But, yeah, how important do you think that win was for Oklahoma, Jet?
I mean, I think, if anything, for that defense, right? I mean, with Venables, to be able to look at this team and go, not only – do we have the players to be able to be a top defense in the country, but we can score at will also. And at this point, right, you're scoring on, what is, considered one of the top teams, 2 years removed, national champion team. And you go in there at home and in my opinion, you've got everything to, walk away from this game and go, oh, well, just Michigan, it's Bryce Underwood. And you got Swag Tier going out there going, this is my house. This is my house, Bryce Underwood,
Yeah.
and might as well go ahead and not stay for too long. Like you're here for a good time, not a long time. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
and watching that game, the thing that stuck out to me outside of John Mateer, because obviously like he's the most glaring success story for the Sooners team this year, their run defense is bonkers. I feel like they've got 11 hats on the football every single time that it is handed off. I mean, outside of that, what was it, a 75-yard run from Justice Haynes? They held him to 50 yards on 8 carries or 18
Wow.
carries. Outside of that one long 75-yarder that Michigan really needed coming out, I think that was like coming right out of halftime. Outside of that one play, like they were dominant in the run game. And obviously, we see everybody saw Bryce Underwood's, passing stats. Didn't even complete 10 passes. He struggled all night long, which it's a tough thing for we talked about this on the pregame show on Saturday morning. Like it's a tough thing for a freshman to go in to an environment like Oklahoma as your first. He turned 18 3 weeks ago.
yep.
Bryce Underwood did,
Wow.
and to ask him to go into Oklahoma in that environment against that defensive coach, like just a tough task. So he kind of played to
Yeah.
what I was expecting to see him play to, but other than the run game, like there was really nothing there. Again, outside of that, just one big run that Michigan had. They couldn't get anything going on the ground like sustainably the entire game.
And another guy,
Yeah.
guy that stood out for me too is Deion Burks. Like this kid coming over from Purdue.
Dude, yeah, he's so
And dude, becoming like Mateer's favorite target. Like this is back-to-back games with 7 receptions. Did 88 yards game 1 with a touchdown, and then comes right back, follows that up with another 7 receptions, 101 yards, and another touchdown. I mean, one thing that is dangerous is a quarterback that is catching fire. Another thing is when there is a quarterback and a wide receiver grabbing chemistry this quick.
Yeah. And he was averaging last game 14, a little over 14 yards per catch. I mean, he's that was a great pickup. He did some nice things at Purdue. I think just him and Mateer seem like already after week 2 that they're getting in rhythm, and they're getting on the same page here, and it's going to be fun to watch them. And let me ask you guys this, especially you, Strez, if you're just tuning in to the Waterboys college football show for the first time and you're new to us, Strez is our resident Buckeye fan here on the board, if you will. So let me ask you, after the first 2 weeks, especially after last week, what's some things that you saw Michigan, good and bad, that maybe makes you a little bit nervous about them playing your Buckeyes later on this season, or gives you optimism about playing Michigan here in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I think their defense isn't what it has been over the past several years. I mean, obviously they had a lot of dudes that they had to replace on the back end and in the middle on their front seven. So their defense isn't quite what it was. And Bryce Underwood being a true freshman isn't really going to matter too much the last week of the season. I mean, Thanksgiving weekend, at that point, it's like you've played 11 games already. This is your 12th game. Like you've been doing this for a minute. And, having already played this game, it is tough. But I will say, I'm sure that Matt Patricia is going to be having a conversation with Brent Venables and say, hey, what were some things that you guys were trying to do to slow down this offense? And it's going to be, they're going to have to focus on stopping the run game. Justice Haynes is a really good running back. And that's why Oklahoma's run defense stuck out to me so much, was, he couldn't get anything going outside of that one big run. And so if Ohio State can sell out to stop the run and make Bryce Underwood beat them on the back end, when we have guys like Caleb Downs and like Davidson Igbinosin, like it'll be a tough day. And I'm not worried about Michigan's defense slowing down the Ohio State offense, because we were able to score 14 on Texas when we had the ball inside our own 5-yard line 3 times to start a drive, and we were still able to score 14 points in that game. So Texas's defense is, leaps and bounds beyond what Michigan's is. But it's hard to say this early in the season with such a young team, and it being the first full year, I guess second full year of Sharon Moore at the helm, and it's hard to say what they'll look like come the end of the season. But there is some things that, outside, I mean, obviously, I think the way that Ohio State's been playing to start the season is the thing that I'm most excited about for the game at the end of the year. But yeah, it'll be tough to draw anything from a week 2 game. Come week, I don't know what that is, 14, 13. I don't know how many buys they have. So
Stress follow-up question. How is your dad doing?
So, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm a Buckeyes fan. My dad is a Michigan fan. We actually got him tickets to go to that game for Father's Day because he's never been to a Michigan game. And so him and my mom went out there, spent the day in Norman. They loved the atmosphere. They were like, my mom and dad were both texting me like during the game. I'm like, Dad, put your phone away. Like, watch the game. What are we doing? But they were both texting me. They were like, it's so cool to see like a different atmosphere because we're from Northwest Arkansas, so really the only college football atmosphere that they were familiar with was the University of Arkansas for the Razorbacks on Saturdays, and when they came up to watch me at play in college at my different D2 schools around the country and stuff, which obviously a D2 environment is nothing like the Oklahoma Sooners environment. So he left the game not feeling like too bothered. He was like, Bryce Underwood's young. I kind of thought that this might happen. So he wasn't too upset about it, but they did enjoy experiencing that OU atmosphere.
That's great.
First time seeing Michigan, right?
It was his first time.
That's awesome. Well, hopefully the next time they'll get the win for your pops when he goes to watch his Wolverines play again. But you never know.
Next time might be a game, might be the game. We're trying to get home and home tickets for that one.
Oh,
at some
there
point.
You go.
Go to the shoe and then go to the big house, but.
That'll be a good one. Well, that concludes this week of the Waterboys College Football Show. Tune in for next week and see what we're talking about. And make sure that you like and subscribe, comment, all that good things, and share with your friends. Thanks for tuning in.